So, who remembers what happened last time?
Keaton's dying.
Well, he got hit a couple times. Um, but yes, you guys are out on the training ground. Let me double check to make sure all my audio is going. Yep. You guys are out on the training grounds. You guys are kind of practicing, sparring, doing all that good shit. Um, yes. Ben, your camera is on, good sir.
My bad. Sorry, I'm just rushing to finish groceries, dude.
No, you're good. You're good. We got some time. You can have your camera on if you want to. I just thought I'd let you know.
No, I'll turn it off. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So, yes, you guys were out there training. You guys were getting some licks in. Kara Westa had just used her dimension door. Kind of, she's coming down. She's like 50 feet above Gorilla. Elsie's kind of sitting there, standing by, watching. Um, Keaton, you put up your wall of light. You put it up and you kind of put this barrier up between you and Ragnar, so you guys can't see each other. However, you did speak to him. I do believe Matt said last time that he could hear you. We'll see what happens with that from that point on. We did stop where it would revert back to the top, which would be Ragnar's turn. So when we get to that, that's what we will do. Vinbin and Cheshire. After you guys had all discussed with the group, and the group had discussed with you guys about how to trap and kind of see if you can't ambush the king's poisoner, the king's assassin. When you guys were down at breakfast, you saw this dark elf, this drow that you guys had noticed lurking around, and was verified through one of the gifts that had gone in and out of the place. And Ragnar decided he was going to approach her and talk to her. He talked to her for a little bit. She said that she could handle stuff for him, all the bed sheets and stuff like that. She seemed slightly suspicious, as she had just changed those out a couple days ago and so on and so forth. But we shall see. You guys did kind of hear something enter the room, into the throne room, with your last perception checks at the very end of the session. And somebody did come in. You do notice that it is the drow woman with the dark cloak over her head, coming in holding a basket full of linens and new sheets and some essences and stuff like that in vials on top of the sheets. And these are like rose petals and so on and so forth, perfumes and so on and such. But we will actually bounce out to the training grounds, and we will come back to the throne room here in a minute, and it is your turn, Ragnar.
Are you gonna put the stream up?
Yeah, I was just getting.
Sorry.
I was just gonna do that after I got done, kind of reiterating. Here is the stream. Fantasy Grounds live. Let me know if that comes in clear for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Perfection, Patronus. Alright, so we are right here. And this will also give Ben some time to do like whatever he needs to get done and kind of get situated. Alright, Ragnar, your turn, bud. Let's go. Alright, cool, bro. No worries.
Alright, I am going to make some moves. I'm
Okay.
gonna move south to the edge of the light wall.
I believe you're kind of on the edge right now already. Are you talking like right in here?
I think he means the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to move over 2 and then go down 2?
Yes.
So we want to move east 2 squares and go down south 2 squares.
You can go down south 3 squares actually.
10, 20. Okay. Right there. 30.
And right there, I'm going to throw my hammer at. Actually, can you go 3 squares over and 3 squares down, rather? So I'm one square to the right.
I apologize. Do I have this wrong, guys? Hold on.
What?
I can't remember.
I think
I
I
thought
might have
Keaton. I thought Keaton
I
was at
think
the
I
top.
might be ahead. I think I
Yes.
might be ahead of
I apologize.
Keaton
I
does
apologize.
have initiative over me. I was a little
I apologize.
confused,
No, let me look at my notes. Yes, yes, Keaton,
yeah,
you go
keep
first.
me there then.
I apologize. I just want to make sure that this was fair, and I was just kind of going through my notes. I kind of noticed something that was weird, and I apologize, Keaton. It is at the top with you, not Ragnar. My apologies,
No worries.
guys.
I'm gonna do that thing that you and I talked about, Zach. If you need me to remind you, I will.
Yes. Do you want to send me a? Hold on. I'm gonna have to really quick go to OBS. Let me go to Discord. I'm gonna blot that out because every time I look at our stuff, the whole entire stream can see it. So it might be. No, you're right. Yep. Sorry, I didn't see your first message. Yes. Yes, that. Let me say. I'm texting you now. Perfect. Okay. That sounds good.
Awful quiet over there.
So this, I'm gonna make that simple. I do believe that there's a different rule for it, an advanced rule, that actually consumes the entirety of that, but I'm not sure. I just read about this the other day, but we're gonna go with that, what I just said, if that's good with you.
That is perfect.
Okay. Let me just look at this really quick. Because I think it extends.
I think what you're talking about is 15th level, Zach.
Possibly, yes. Let me see. Just let me verify really quick. Do you got a page
No worries.
number? For some reason.
I can send you the link that I'm looking at.
No, I got it right here. Sorry, my tab was blocked. Alright, let's take a look here. Okay, I got it right here. Right, yep. That sounds good. Let me see. Based off of... Yeah, yep, you're right. 15th is correct. Alright, that sounds good to me. Alright, cool. Anything else? Anything else you're doing?
Oof.
Okay, cool. Awesome, Ragnar. It is, and that was it, right? Just to verify?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Ragnar, 'tis your turn. Let me switch back over here really quick. There we go. And then let me get the OBS back on for Discord. Boop, there we go. We're good to go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't remember any of that, bro. So that's why I was like...
No worries.
It wasn't in writing, so I was like, alright, cool. Let's start from the top.
All good.
Alright, Ragnar. 'Tis your turn.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna move to the right 3 spaces and down 3 spaces, same as I did, to come around the corner. There.
Okay, cool. He is, as you turn the corner of light, Bellator is not behind it.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Did I hear anything?
No, actually, you did not.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. Nada. Zip zilch.
Can I make a perception check? See if he didn't just hide anywhere?
Where are you looking in particular? Are you looking in the tree behind you, or are you...
Can I look up? Actually, I remember he can fly. Fucker has wings.
Okay. Yes. Give me a perception check-a-lone.
Of course.
Give me 2 seconds here.
16.
Awesome. 16. Let me do something really quick. Because I have to balance this out. 16. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Alright, cool. So you look up and you don't see anything. You see some clouds, but you don't see Bellator in the sky.
Okay.
What?
Fuck, I don't know. I am going to...
You still have your action and your bonus action.
Yeah. I don't really... I'm gonna... If anything...
You're gonna go over and fight LT?
No.
You're like, I'm gonna hit something. No.
I am going to... Like, see, Ragnar's anticipating an attack, so I want to ready an action to...
Okay.
As soon as something I see, like, as soon as it's within range, I want to throw my hammer at it. And it being Bellator, if I see him. If, I don't know, if he comes at me and I don't know, yeah.
Okay, so, what is your... What's your passive perception?
How do I calculate that?
It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, 10 plus my wisdom modifier. So just 10.
So it's just 10. So you don't, because you have a 0 wisdom modifier.
Correct.
Okay. So this is how we're going to run this. Alright, so your passive perception, while you're on alert, you're looking around, but at any given moment, you might turn your head at the last second. So, Bellator will need to beat a passive perception of 10 on a stealth roll check if he gets close to you in order for you to not see him.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. However, Matt, each one of your turns, you can still roll to actively be looking in a certain direction if you wish to make another perception check. Keep that in mind. Okay?
Does my ready to action still stand?
Your ready action still stands. It does.
Cool. If I don't, because I don't plan on doing anything other than looking around. So if I just, okay, cool, perfect.
But you see what I'm saying, though? So, like, if you're looking left
totally.
at the very second that he comes at you from the right, and he beats a stealth check of 10 versus
Fucking
your passive
10.
versus your passive perception, that means just at that moment that he would be able to attack you, you had looked the other way in this reality, in the reality of the situation.
No, that's perfect.
Okay. I just want to because I'm trying to figure out how to bounce this around. Okay, cool. So, you're ready in action. If he does not succeed, he will not be able to get a surprise attack on you, however, because you cannot be surprised, if I'm correct. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So, and is that while you're just raging, or is that just a dead set, innate thing?
Allow me to check.
Please do. If you don't have anything else to do, you're just going to ready your action. You're going to chill, and you're going to actively be looking around, up, down, left, right, all that good stuff. I'm going to move on to Libby, Carawessa, if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, Libby, what are you doing?
walking very slowly. So Gorilla didn't see me, right?
No, she didn't. She did not see you. She's actually kind of looking to the left
Okay,
and right because
and-
this just happened. You know, like you just poofed away. You used Dimension Door. She did see you use Dimension Door, but she just takes a couple of steps back and kind of looks left and right.
All right. So basically, I want to come down. Do my attack. I'm imagining it like a wrestling pile driver.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. So, definitively, what are you doing?
So I'm doing basically the attack action. I'm gonna do my attack and bonus attack. And if that lands, I'm gonna do the fire snake.
Perfect. Okay, so you're coming down fucking like a pile driver. You're coming down to fucking just absolutely stomp a mud hole in her. Okay, roll to hit with advantage. Add your dexterity and your proficiency to that.
24.
24 hits. Okay, so you come down out of nowhere. Boom, you slam into her. Go ahead and roll for damage. Unless you wanna just chain your attacks and then roll for damage after all that's done.
Yeah, I was just gonna chain them and then roll for damage. So hit that. I'm gonna do the extra attack there.
Okay.
And that was a 4.
That can't be a 4. Because your proficiency.
No. I rolled a 4 and then I'm just gonna.
Oh, for damage?
No, I just said it out loud as I did it. So it's like I rolled a 4, and it would be 6.
Oh, okay.
And 10.
And 10? 10 does not hit.
So 10 for the second.
Okay.
Okay. So first one hits. And that is an 8.
Okay, 8 damage.
And can I do spend a key point? What was that?
8 damage.
8 damage, yeah. And then can I also spend a key point to do Fist of the Fire Snake on that one?
Yeah, I would do that. Well, I would do a hit. And then LT kind of steps in immediately when when you do the whole pile driver thing, you hit her. And you said you did the extra attack with your bonus action, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you do that, and then, yep, you can do the Fists of the Fire Snake. Spending another key point. LT kind of steps in at one point while you're wailing on her and kind of just says, next time use your flurry of blows, then your Fire Snake.
And so with the Fangs of the Fire Snake, since the attack hit, I can deal 1d10 fire damage. Let me find my d10.
Yep.
And it's a 6.
Okay. So what does all of Fangs of the Fire Snake entail?
Basically, when you use the attack action on your turn, I can spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame, which would extend my reach, but in this case, a hit with such an attack deals fire damage instead of bludgeoning damage. And if I spend 1 key point when the attack hits, it also deals an extra 1d10 fire damage.
Okay, cool. So basically when you did your first hit, that's when you would use this, right?
Right.
Right. So we'll say that with your first hit, when you came down, boom, you hit him, did initial damage, did Fangs of the Fire Snake, and then did your bonus action. Because your bonus action hit missed.
Yeah, no, I screwed that up. I should have done. I had intended to use it, but then I just ended up rolling both attacks at the same time. So that was my fuck up.
No, you're good. So, which is completely fine, because I mean, you're still kind of getting used to everything and stuff like that. So, based off of this stipulation, it's when you use the attack action on your turn. You can spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame to stretch out from your fists and your feet. So, this is under the stipulation that you are already fucking punching people. It's not like a separate attack on its own. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that first attack, boom, you came down, you hit, and at the same time that you hit, you're spending your key point to do tendrils. And you're going to add 1d10 extra fire damage, and you said you got an 8?
An 8, yeah.
Awesome. So you do 8 additional points of damage to whatever you initially did of fire damage. And then I would say you'd probably want to spend another key point to do another 2 attacks with your flurry of blows as your bonus action, instead of just using your bonus action to do an extra kick, unless you're strategically trying to save ki.
I was trying to save some, just so I'm not spending it all, like, right away.
Right.
I get the feeling the gorilla has a lot more HP than I do.
That's true, yeah. She's most certainly does. But yes, definitely. Alright, cool. So you came down, boom, you hit her. As you hit her, tendrils of flames come out from your feet and your hands. And then you whip around and you go to hit her again and do a flurry kick. And she kind of ducks out of the way as your fiery fucking foot just flies over her head. Now, it shall be her turn. Unless you had anything else you want to do. Maybe you wanted to use a bonus action to try to run away, or not a bonus action, excuse me, but use your movement. Because you still have movement.
I was gonna use my movement to try to, like, get out of range.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Give me... She's going to try to hit you. Alright. She got a 6, so she does not hit you. Alright, awesome. So where are you moving to? Let me get up here, sorry. So you came down, landed on top of her. From this point, where are you moving to?
I want to move up by the statue on the eastern flank.
Right up here?
Right up there, perfect.
Okay. Awesome. So, when you make impact with her, you think that it's going to knock her prone, but her constitution's pretty vigorous. But you hit her, and it's like hitting kind of like squishy stone almost. It's solid, but it's not enough to crumple you. So you whisper around with your fires, and then hop away, and then run as she tries to do a roundhouse kick on you, and you run up towards the side of the statue. She's going to pursue you. And then she is going to attempt hit you a couple times. Sheet. Alright, so she's going to attempt to hit you. She got a 16.
That matches.
That matches? Okay, so she goes to hit you, and you deflect it really quick, and she rips part of your garment. Because you don't have any armor on, right?
Correct.
Awesome. So she rips the sleeve of your garment as she punches through, and it's almost like when you deflect it, she kind of grabbed the side of it and tore it off a little bit. And then she's going to try to do flurry of blows on you. For a... Let's see here. So it's a 13. And that's a 18. That's a 21. So the second one's going to hit. You're going to take, let's see here. You're going to take 7 points of damage.
Cool.
And then, yes, she just used her action and her bonus action. So after you hop off, go over there. She pursues you, punches, you dodge out of the way, miss, rip some of your garment, and then she comes back with another fist. You dodge out of that one, but when you come back to, she actually lands her last hit. It hits you a little bit, nothing too crazy. You could take the punch. All right, we're gonna switch over to Vinbin and Cheshire. Alright guys, so let me see if I can't get our character in there. Wherever she's at, Vamala. Good shit, combat tracker. We'll put her in here. Boop. There she is. So Vinbin, you see her kind of come in here automatically. Cheshire, you kind of look over and you also see this dark elf, this drow, draped in like a black hood, but her black hood's not up. You know, her black hood is down. She kind of stops. She comes into the area. You see her look around from side to side really quick. I mean, nothing too crazy. She's going slower. But then you see her kind of go back down into this room over here. She goes out of sight of you, Vinbin, and you, Cheshire. Guys, give me a perception check.
I got an 18.
Okay. Vinbin, you got an 18. Cheshire, what'd you get?
18 as well.
I got a 17.
Oh, you got a 17? Okay, you guys both sound kind of echoey. It's kind of, sorry, it sounds kind of the same. So 17 and 18, cool. So you guys can hear her, like, ripping off bed sheets off of, like, the bed, and you can hear, like, the folding of laundry and kind of, like, you know, her doing her daily tasks. What would you guys like to do? She is out of range of both you guys to actually visually see.
I would like to stealthily get into view to see her.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna say here. Got her sheet. There we go. Vamala. Or yeah, you don't know that. Never mind. That's not her name. Shut up. You didn't hear anything. Cool.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear anything. What's that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Time.
Thank you. All right. So go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Can I get on my stomach and start crawling towards openings so I can see as well?
Start crawling towards what? The opening of the herb room here.
For the start crawling towards the chamber so I can see her changing the bed.
Okay, so you want to try to crawl towards the royal room off to the left here?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, cool. What was your stealth check,
22.
Vinman? You got 22? Awesome. Oh yeah, you passed that. That's good. Good stuff. So you get down. Where are you going, Vinbin? I'll let you go about 30, 40 feet.
I'll go to the.
Not including getting down.
I'll look to the statue. I'll try to go like behind the fountain, like be behind the fountain, just to get all the view of her, whatever she's doing, and just like kind of like go around it when she moves.
Okay. So from this angle that I have you at right now, it's partially cut off. So you can see the edge of the bed on the eastern side. Like you can see half of the bed or like 2/3 of the bed, but exactly her location though, it's kind of off. Do you want to be like right down? If you're like right here, you can see her.
I want to make sure I can see everything she's doing.
Okay, and you know the fountain is like 2-3 feet high, so you can definitely crouch behind that. If I mean the statues are like fucking, they're like 18 feet tall and shit like that. So, or like 15 feet tall. So yeah, so you get down, you can see her. She's ripping all the bed sheets off. She's actually making very quick work of it. She has her basket set off to the side. She has like all the potions and herbs and stuff like that for the scents and stuff off to the right. Cheshire, give me a stealth check.
I rolled an 18 plus my stealth is 10, so I got a 28.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely. So, what exactly are you doing? You're just getting on your belly into. If you look at the map, there's not a lot to hide behind. You got one brazier that's standing on kind of a pole, and it's about as thick as just an average stop sign pole.
How's the lighting in the room? Is it like dim? Is it bright?
So it's dim up to, I would say that it's shadowed. You're crawling towards a brazier that has it's illuminated with fire in there, but in the corners and the areas like that, it's kind of dim. But when you get closer to the walls on the northern end, there is like sun rays coming through that cast a sunbeam down on the floor. But relatively, think of it as like a castle hall at nighttime that have braziers lit. I mean, it's not exactly like, bright, but it's not exactly dark either.
Can I roll for like a camouflage, like on the wall type deal?
I would say no, unless you have some sort of what do you mean camouflage?
Not like but like hide on like a wall, because as a wood elf I can easily hide in low dim areas, rain, snow, that type of deal.
Right. So you can lean against the wall if you want to, but the area that you're crawling toward is heavily lit because of the torch if you look at the map.
Alright, can I just climb on that pillar behind me and just wait?
Climb on top of this guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can climb up on that guy. So I'm guessing I kind of imagine climbing up on his shoulder and you're like next to his head and peering over his head.
Yeah, just trying to get a better hearing of what she's trying to do.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Now you can use acrobatics or dexterity in replace of a strength check, just as a friendly reminder.
Cool. So
But
I rolled a 15, so I'm going to use my dex, and that'll make it a 25.
perfect. All right. So you nimbly kind of, you see Vinbin kind of come down. Just because you have a good angle on him, you can see him cross the area as you're looking around. Vinbin, you can see him kind of come out from behind the statue and start climbing up to the second one. And he nimbly gets up there without a sound and perches up on the statue's shoulder, about 15 feet high up in the air. And you see him peering over the edge. You do still hear her just rustling and going about her daily stuff. She's going to come around. And you see her fitting the bed sheets. You guys can hear this. Vinbin, you can see her fitting the bed sheets. She's putting that on, stuff like that. And then...
Can I see the bed sheets if they're like dirty, like the ones we found before?
Yeah, give me a perception check with advantage. I mean, it's pretty well lit in there, guys. I'm not saying... I mean, it's dim light in certain aspects of it, but it's pretty well lit in there.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20? Awesome, yeah. So you can see that they're just regular bed sheets. You see her getting rid of the other bed sheets and so on and so forth, and piling them up and throwing them in a pile next to the south end of the sofa. And she's putting on the other bed sheets. You see her put on layer after layer, but you do not see any soiled or anything else like that bed sheet. You see her fluff the pillows, and she kind of comes over and grabs the stuff. And you hear her say this out loud, as if she's talking to herself, but she's directing it. You hear her say, "I know you're here. I just don't know where. Why don't you come out? Let us talk. I promise I won't hurt you at first." And she continues. She doesn't even look up. She's just grabbing her stuff and kind of, but you hear her talking out loud. I know you're in this room. Come out. And she kind of piles the stuff up, throws it behind the sofa, grabs her basket, and begins to walk up towards the second bed.
As she does that, I'm gonna make sure she can't see me, so I'll go around the fountain to make sure I'm not seeing. Kind of like, like those.
Yeah.
Where you just follow her around until they can't see.
Yeah, so you know that she comes this way.
I dip more into the shadow, into his yeah, right there.
Okay, she doesn't seem to be looking around at all. Like, she doesn't seem to mind.
Maybe she's just schizophrenic and says that for every room she goes in.
It's a possibility.
Possibility.
Do both of you have hearing stones?
I have a hearing stone.
Or just one of you? Because I know Vinbin had one. Did Cheshire get one also?
I believe somebody gave Ben one. All right, so you guys, hold up, Matt, you're not there. All right, so you guys hear this yet again, and it seems more demanding. She's like, "You're wasting my time."
I relay that she's saying this, but she doesn't know where I'm at.
What do you mean you relay that?
I relay it to everyone with the hearing stone, like, hey.
Yeah, no, you can definitely whisper. Yeah, you can whisper under your breath. Yep.
Also, we talked about is like, do you want to reveal our location, or do we want to stay hidden?
And you hear her say, "I will find you. It's just a matter of time." She seems very nonchalant.
I am going to, when she goes around the corner, I am going to try to sneak up around the corner to see what she's doing, but still stay hidden.
Okay. Definitively, where are you going?
I'm probably going to be by that statue and just peer around the corner and stay hidden.
The northern statue?
The north one? Yeah, the north one.
This one right over here?
Yeah, peer around the corner and see. And hopefully someone talks to me, because I did talk to people.
Okay, give me a stealth check with advantage.
27.
She got a 22. Awesome. So yeah, you peer around the corner, the fire's kind of lit. You do it in such a mannerism where you don't even look like a sliver more than what the brick is right next to you. Cheshire, what are you doing?
Zoom out a little bit. So I get off that statue and I head over to the other one and climb onto the shoulder and try to peer over to the other side of that wall.
Give me a dexterity check when you come down off of it.
I got 28.
Okay, perfect. You nimbly kind of bounce down off his arm and flop down, and you kind of run across. You run across the area silently. And are you peering around the corner?
Yes, I'm gonna peer around the corner.
Okay. Give me a stealth check with advantage. She got a 22.
16, so with my modifier, it would be a 26.
Awesome. So you pass. So you peer around the corner. You two are kind of very stealthy about it. You've kind of done this line of work before plenty of times. You kind of know how to kind of look around the corner. As you get up there, you peer around without a sound. You both see her making the bed. You both see her kind of stripping off the stuff at the very end of it. They're throwing it down. She's not even looking up. She's not looking up. She's just kind of chilling. This is happening, you know. She's putting the bed sheets on. She pulls the new bedding out of the baskets. The baskets are getting rather low. But she leaves the bedding right where it was at. The last bedding that she had piled up at the end of the sofa, she left it there. You see her tidying up, tuck everything in. You see her take some of the perfumes and stuff like that and replace some of the bottles up top and kind of spray some stuff down. She puts it back in the basket, and you see her start moving towards the north.
As she does, I'm gonna try to when she comes, try to hide behind the statue. Oh god.
Like in the crevice?
Yeah, as she does, if she comes around the corner, I'll
Yeah.
hide in that
So
crevice.
she's coming around the corner. What are you doing, Cheshire?
I'm gonna get on the top of the statue.
You're going to get on top of the statue right here? Okay, give me a strength check.
I got a 21.
You got a what? I'm sorry?
I got a 21.
A 21 strength check?
Yeah, I rolled an 11, and then my modifier is 10.
Okay. What's your strength at?
My strength is at it's at a 0. It's the modifier, but can I use the dex modifier instead?
Yep, you can use the dex modifier, absolutely.
Sweet. So I'm gonna use my dex modifier instead.
Alright,
So,
cool.
The dex modifier, never mind. I rolled a 16. My bad. Missed the dex.
Okay, so you're just adding your dex stuff to it?
Yes, misread my sheet. So I plus my 5 modifier with my 11, it's a 16.
Alright, cool. So yeah, so you climb up there perfectly fine. She's doing good. She comes around, and you both see her head straight for the bathroom. She opens the door, closes it to the bathroom.
Actually, the bed and everyone's like, she went to the bathroom. Should we follow? Because I know there's an exit in there. What? I just want to make sure if she'd done anything to any of the bed sheets.
You did see her pick up the, or she did not pick up the old bed sheets. She left them there, but you did see her pick up the basket and go in there.
I would check the old bed sheet and follow her to see where she's going.
But do you want to check in the bed sheets first or just follow her?
I feel like one of us should follow her, one of us should check the bed sheet so she won't get too far away from us.
So you all hear this conversation happening, because you guys can all kind of hear this at once on this frequency, kind of.
I believe she only knows, not both of us are in this room. I feel like she only knows, a person is in here. She didn't know multiple people, but...
Yeah, but I feel like if she expects one of us, that she's ready for a fight, and if we go alone, we're at a disadvantage.
Okay, so, let's both check the bed sheets really fast, and then follow her, I think.
Or we could follow her, and I tell the guard not let anyone back in, and then we can go follow her.
That sounds like a better plan. Let's do that.
So I'm gonna go inform the guard real quick, stealthily, so no one hears me do this, but whisper to the guard outside, let no one else in, and I go back in, and with Ben to go to the garbage.
Alright, give me a stealth check at disadvantage.
That is, what is it, 12? So it's 25.
It's 25. She too has a 25, so we'll give it to the player. So you stealthily open up the door. It's a big clanky door. It makes some noise. However, you stop it slowly moving open, and you kind of pry it open just enough to whisper out to the guard. What do you say to the guard?
Make sure no one's let back in here until we get back here to check on things. And then I go.
Alright, so he heard you, he nods, he goes, right, sir, of course. You shut the door, stealthily, of course. And where do you go?
Hopefully by this time Ben's coming to me so we can go to the bathroom together.
Ben, are you coming down?
Yes, I'm gonna be heading down the statue and walking towards the bathroom.
Perfect, man. Give me a dexterity check.
I got 18.
Alright, perfect. So you get down, run. While he's doing that, by the time he closes the door, you are over there. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna have my rapier ready, so when we get to the bathroom, I'm gonna try to slowly open the door and peer my head in just a smidge, like stealthily, just perception to see if anyone's in there waiting for us, and go in there very cautiously.
Okay.
Before I follow, could I dip a dagger in poison?
So as of this moment, you haven't made any poison.
Okay, cool.
Alright, well, when you get to a short rest or a long rest, you know what? I'll say that you have one poison left. So if you want to dip your dagger in poison, we can do that. Just because you would probably always have one ready at least. On your person at all times.
May I do?
Yeah, so we'll let you do the dagger one this time, and then next time, just any long rest or short rest that you guys are taking, or any downtime, just say, hey, I wanna make some poisons with my poisoner kit and stuff like that. But yeah, so you dip your dagger in some poison, you're ready to roll. Give me a stealth check, Vinbin.
26.
26. She got 27. So you open the door slightly, you kind of peer in, you have your rapier ready. And when you look at her, you see her putting stuff on the sink and cleaning it up and stuff like that. And she kind of turns and she looks at the door. She's like, so, you finally come, have you?
I just don't say anything.
She kind of walks to the center of the room and she's like, come out. I know you're here with your little friends. But you will not succeed. I will surely see your end, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. But
Can I, when she's talking, would the entire team hear this if I just touched the stone? Would they hear her saying this?
It would be muffled. It'd be like, remember, we kind of established this, it would be like in distant kind of water. So they might be able to make it out, they might not be able to.
I'm still gonna do it just cause.
Okay. So you guys catch bits and pieces and fragments of her saying this. But if you come out, perhaps we can talk. I'd like to know more about everything that you're trying to do. I do in fact think that you think you can kill me, but you won't. I assure you of that.
Pretty much like give whisper into the thing, ask them like, do you want
Give me a
us to go
Constitution
there?
saving throw. She runs at the door and kicks it.
I definitely failed.
Okay, you failed. So she kicks the door and the door splinters backwards. Vinbin, you are knocked prone and you will take 5 points of force damage.
Okay.
Why don't you give me, as you fly back from this, give me an acrobatics check. Say what?
25.
25? Perfect. You slam back down on the ground prone, but as you do, your instincts tell you to roll backwards. You do. You slide in with your rapier at the ready. So you are not prone. You're ready to roll. standing before you is a drow. You see her put her hood over her head, and she draws 2 daggers, one glowing a sickly green, and another one glowing a sharp blue. And as she pulls the sharp blue one, the lights within your guys' vicinity all blow out. It is now darkness. Alright, let's go back to Keaton. Let's go to... Alright, Keaton. What we doing, man?
Alright, so I sent you one of my questions.
Okay, let me check really quick, sorry.
It's all good. It's right after the picture I sent.
Okay, let me take a look. Oh, buddy, Scheißenhaft. Let me take this cord down really quick. There we go. My bad. Okay.
Don't heard part of this, right?
I'm sorry. Say again? You broke up.
I get mine in Cheshire, but the people who had the listing stones heard part of it. Like they heard the female voice.
Yeah, they were.
Cheshire
and
Vinton, right?
Yeah, Vinbin was actively talking to everybody, asking what should happen, and nobody answered him. Cheshire was kind of talking.
Bad. I can barely hear what's going on over there. It's all muffled.
Was talking back and forth. No, the muffled part comes from
I gave mine
her
Cheshire,
speaking.
so I don't have one.
Oh no! It's literally muffled for me. I'm having a hard time hearing Ben and Vinbin.
You know, it's not just you, bro. It's me as well. Vinbin's kind of echoey, but I can hear him. Ben is super muffled. I can't really hear him.
Ben, do you have headphones or anything?
No, all my headphones are broken.
Are you closer to your mic? Because it sounds like you're just sitting. It sounds like you're sitting like 10 feet away from it.
Like my phone is like right near my face.
Oh, really? Weird. All right, cool. No worries. I can still hear you. I just gotta listen extra careful. Let me see here.
Ben, is there a chance that you're maybe covering the microphone with your hand or something?
No, I'm holding.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering too if he was covering his microphone up. Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
We can hear you loud and clear.
100% better. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Sorry, guys. My bad.
No, you're good. Let's see.
Everybody there?
Yep, we're still here. Sorry, Keaton and I are talking.
My bad. I just want to make sure I didn't disconnect.
We're conniving.
Is this any better?
Conniving?
I'm conniving. Zach is just answering my questions.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sort this out.
so much conniving just to take care of a single dwarf. Dang.
You hit hard as fuck, which is why I said this will either be really cool or really sucky.
Is this
I don't even know what's going on, so I'm just waiting for whatever's gonna happen.
Is my voice any better?
Yes, it is.
I found out it was connected to my headphones, not my speaker, Yeti speaker.
Ah, there you go.
But so Bellator and Ragnar heard part of that conversation.
They heard part of the conversation of the lady, but they heard the entire conversation me and Ben had of like, hey, do you guys have any things about what we want to do? And everyone stayed silent.
Well, I feel like that's happening while we're fighting, so there isn't really an opportunity for Bellator or I to
Does that sound good, Keaton?
Yet.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay,
Totally
okay,
fine.
cool.
Like I said, it's not a huge
I
deal
completely
right
I agree with it, but I don't have a base to go off of.
There's not a baseline to
Right.
'Cause
So
unfortunately,
unfortunately,
I was sitting here fucking running numbers like an engineer and shit, and then
yeah.
I thought about it right after I sent it. I was like, this might not work out the way I want it to, but that's okay.
Yeah, I can't say I can't initially
okay.
go with everything. All right, cool, right on. All right, so it is your turn, sir. Yes.
I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna use my bonus action to transform, and then use my action to dash.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And do you want to text me how many feet you get for that? Let me see here real quick. Okay, perfect. Just so we're on the same page.
Super.
Cool. All right, anything else?
I'd like to be on the same page too. Which book and which page is that?
Matt, shut up.
It is the engineers. It is Engineering 101, page 468.
Suck my wiener.
All right.
Turn to page 394.
394. All right, so if nothing else, hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, let's see. I see what's going on. Huh? All right, cool. Ragnar, 'tis your turn, good sir. What art thou doing?
I'm gonna keep my ready to action up if I may, but I'm gonna continue to look around. If I can make.
Yes,
I can make another.
you can make a perception check.
Better. I got a 19 this time.
Okay.
Or 18 rather.
And Keaton, do the same thing that I told you last time. Oh shit! Okay. All right. So as you look around, you hear this whirring in the air, and then you hear screaming. Like he's just. You look up and you see Bellator hurling toward you in like this blazing light, and you just hear him screaming nonsensical stuff about Nike and how this is going to be your demise. And you see this burning light just fill his eyes, and like a rage on his face that the holy light seems to have taken over. He got a nat 1.
It's literally the dawn fight. It's literally the dawn fight. Like you're fighting this dude, and then you're like, where the fuck did he go?
And
then suddenly this fucking meteor starts
this
coming
fucking
down from the
star
sky.
comes flying out of the sky. You're like, that is not him. That
Matt,
is not him.
I'm gonna send you a video because Zach knows exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
It is a perfect descriptor of this moment.
Yeah. So you see him barreling toward you in this blaze of light, and you see this hole and this light beam coming out of the cloud that he was up in, and he's hurling toward you. He's about. Give me a perception check. Give me another perception check so you can kind of gauge.
17.
17? Okay, yeah. So you're ranging him probably about 150, 160 feet away from you. Up in the air, coming straight down at you in a blaze of glory.
Cool. My ready to action still stands. As soon as he's within 60 feet.
Batter up.
Batter up. But I'm gonna throw it.
I know.
Like.
Okay.
Like weird tennis or ping pong.
So.
You're about to home run me. You're about to home run that me from Smash.
Yeah, Ness. Okay, so.
Exactly.
So.
I know your reference, but I don't play Smash because I'm a loser.
See, this is the tricky part, right? So, definitively, are you waiting till you know you can hit him, or are you trying to hit him right when he comes into range? I know that sounds confusing, but there's a difference.
No. Because I feel like waiting till I know I can hit him, he'll be way too close.
Okay. So.
And then I'll have heavy disadvantage. So, like, I don't want, if I know when, if I wait till I.
Because you can throw that, what, 60 feet, right?
Yeah, and if I wait till anything less than that, it'll be too late.
Okay.
So I'm waiting till he's 60 feet.
So you're waiting till he's just in range, is what you're saying?
Like, I want to.
Or you want to be like, you know what? I think I can hit him, but I'm gonna wait until. Okay.
I want to wait until the last minute to where, at the top of the hammer's arc, his momentum hits the hammer.
I wanna point out, I was crunching the numbers. Matt, one of us is hitting the other one with 1,300 pounds of force.
Well, I have a +5 to my strength, so we'll see.
That's based purely on physics and not doing any D&D math.
Right,
based purely on physics, one of us is hitting the other at 1,300 pounds of force.
So
that is heavier than dropping a polar bear on the other's face.
So here's the thing.
I want the hammer to meet him at like 55 feet away or something.
Okay, so yeah, give or take. So here's the thing.
You know,
so I agree with you guys as far as the physics part. I really do. However, there is no rules as written that dictates the physics of poundage and a drop rate that I know of that increases damage based off of how far or how, besides just falling.
Well, you could just add my weapon damage to
falling
damage.
No, because this is what I was talking to Keaton about. So what I will do is at that point I will say that if it hits, we can treat it as a crit, and we can do double damage.
Alright.
Because otherwise we're calculating out possibly hundreds, if not thousands, of points of damage in one go. I will kind of create a baseline for this, for the future, like what will happen how we can, and maybe we all can go over it. But
because I definitely, if this works out at all the way I want it to, I will be doing this in the future.
Right.
On like bigger enemies.
So I think if we kind of get together and maybe kind of figure out and brainstorm how we would do this, and to an even medium, because we have to have that yin and yang. We have to have that fair, because otherwise, all players are going to do is like constantly try to drop fucking the iron mallet on Bugs Bunny's head. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
That's all.
There could be a risk of like super death.
Oh yeah, no, I totally planned to die from this attack.
Well, that's exactly. So he's using himself. So that was.
I am the weapon.
Right. All right. So you're readying your action. You're waiting for him. You see him coming down in a blaze of glory. Anything else you're doing? Ragnar?
No, not. I'm gonna keep a bead on Bellator though.
Sure.
And you know what? For shits and giggles, because they're my guys, I'm gonna think about Thor and Odin just to use that against Keaton, because I think that would be funny.
That's fair.
Okay.
Also, Matt, check out the link that I sent you, and you'll have an idea of what I'm visualizing during this moment.
Well, I will when my attention is not needed here.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
All right, Caruessa. You just dodged a couple of punches from Gorilla. She straightened. She squared right up with you in her defensive martial arts position. You took a punch to the face, but you're still kicking. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to shove her back with a water whip.
Okay.
So she needs to make a dex throw, or dex save.
Okay. So she got a 12. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. No. I was looking at the wrong sheet. My apologies. Hold on. She got a 10.
Okay, that does not pass.
Nope. Awesome. So you hit her with a water whip. She shoves back, what, 10 feet? Or is it 15?
Yeah. I can, basically knock her prone if I'm shoving her back. Because it's like basically 25 feet closer, but I'd imagine it's like.
Oh, you can pull people towards you, but you can't push them back?
Well, it says from this, I mean, I guess that's up for interpretation, but it's like either knock prone or pull it up to 25
No, it
feet
says
closer to you.
it legitimately says shoves and pulls a creature, so you can do both. So a creature that you can see within 30 feet, knock it prone or pull it up to 25 feet. So you can shove her away 25 feet.
Okay. Up to 20.
So you have an option here based off of the wording of this. You can either knock it prone or pull it or shove it 25 feet closer. You can't do both.
Oh. Okay. I'm trying to knock her prone.
Okay, so you
So
knock
just
her.
basically knocking her down.
Boom. So your water whip comes out. As you get hit in the face, you immediately retort with a water whip that slashes out from your forearm, and it pushes her down, and she slams into the ground as the water splashes around her.
Cool. Let me roll damage.
Perfect.
That is.
So that's 3d10 bludgeoning damage plus a 1d10 for each additional key point you use. So if you want to expend all your key points, you can use all of your fucking key points, and that many key points you use, you can roll that many 1d10s. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use an additional 2 key points.
Okay.
Just to hold some back in reserve.
Yeah. So you have a potential of a 20 additional hit points max. So you have, at a perfect hit, you would have 50 total against her. It's 3d10s plus 2d10s.
Oh.
Yep.
I did. Yes. The first 3 got a 6, a 6, and a 4. 16, and then the additional 2 key points. It's another 6, and another 6, so another 12.
Okay. So you got 28?
Yes.
Awesome. So the splash happens, you put a little bit more of your energy into it, and she tries to get up, and she's fighting against it, and you push her back down. You do have a bonus action, or if you'd like to do a flurry of blows as a bonus action, you can spend another key point and hit her 2 more times. While she's down, you would have advantage on both attacks.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 for a flurry of blows.
Okay, cool.
Let me write them down so I'm actually keeping track of my key points.
I think you've spent, this will be your 4th or 5th one right now. You have 12 of them.
Correct, but like I started off with 10 this round.
Okay.
Because I used 2 the last time.
Right. So you used what, a total of 4, right?
5.
Was it 5? Okay.
Or no, I used, yeah.
It's 4.
5 with the flurry of blows.
Right. Yep, that's what I was, okay. Alright, so go ahead and roll to hit.
So that was a 13. And a 15.
Okay, both hit. And you do that with advantage, right? Okay.
That is a 6 and an 8.
6 and 8. Awesome. So after you get done hitting her down, she tries to get back up. You put a little bit more of your key energy into it. You see this extra blast come from it, and it pushes her back down. She goes to get up, and you immediately come in with a side kick, and you hit her in the side of the head, and then you lean down and do a thrusting punch, and you punch her square in the face. She falls back a little bit. You have movement that you can do.
I want to, can I expend my movement to get up onto the statue?
Sure. The statue's about 20 feet high. Why don't you give me a... first off, she's going to try to swipe at you. She's going to try to grab your foot at disadvantage. She got a 10. 10 does not hit. Awesome, yeah, so you see her whirl around kind of, and she tries to swipe at you. She whirls from her back to her belly, and she tries to grab your ankle, but as she does, you nimbly hop over it and float up and grasp onto the side of the statue. Give me a strength check, please. If you have
that is a 11.
An 11. I do believe that you can replace that as well, like what the rogues do, with dexterity in placement of whenever the DM calls for a strength check.
Yes, okay, so that would actually then be a 13.
A 13, awesome. So yeah, 13. So you kind of climb up there. You're up there about 15 feet or so. You're kind of hanging on onto the side. Alright, so Gorilla, she's going to get up. She's going to spend half of her movement to do so. And then she's going to attempt... She just spent another 5 going up there. So, yep, she does. And she climbs about 10 feet up onto the statue. So you see her kind of do a push-up. And as she does, she jumps up off of her belly and lands with kind of a thud. You see her skip dirt behind her as she races toward the statue and then jumps up on the statue and clings onto the side of it. Alright, let's go back to the throne room.
I have a question,
Sure.
time-wise, like, how is the time playing out during our fight versus when they're up here? Like, how synced up is it?
It's synced up too. So you guys are going first. So when Bellator took his turn, all right, that's when these guys are starting to do their turn. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
Because I'm just trying to
yeah,
see, like, how well
it's simultaneously
the
happening.
stones, like, if they're hearing them simultaneously. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys go first. That's happening. When they go second, that's happening during that entire first time that you guys are going. So when I say what Vinbin's doing or what these guys are doing, that's when Bellator starts screaming, coming down out of rage, after he dive bombed a little bit, and then Ragnar's turn, and Ragnar sees him screaming. That's where we're at right now, in these guys' area. So at this point, technically, you haven't even started doing your water whip on Gorilla yet, if that makes sense.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I'm just trying to, like, key up what they're hearing over the listening stone, since Cheshire has mine. I'm not hearing anything that's going on.
Right. Okay, so do we want to take a bio break really quick? Meet back here at 2:55? Yeah, let's do that.
You know what? No.
Sounds good to
I'll
me.
Yeah, that
say
sounds good.
no
Yeah.
to that.
Alright, cool. You can stay. Alright, let's take a quick
Okay,
bio
I
break.
will.
We'll see you guys back here in about 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
I return.
But,
I'm also back.
but Kulo.
Did you watch that video, Matt?
Oh no, I totally forgot.
It's like it's 24 seconds.
Allow me then.
All right, I'm back.
I am back as well.
Sweet.
We shall see, Keaton.
Well, no, it's just that's how I visualized it. Was just you, like, because
Well-
I was getting pretty close, and then you just suddenly he's screaming as he streaks out of the sky.
Well, I thought you were taking the cue off my meteor hammer idea.
No. I literally I got this idea from Elden Ring.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll go over that that inertia. We'll go over that kind of like, that velocity, and we'll see.
This will be Bellator's third ultimate ability.
They do have some things for dropping some items, I believe. If items are dropped or thrown or whatever else, but a lot of these things you gotta they have a general rule for. But as far as gaining speed, I don't think there's anything like that I've seen yet. But there might be something in the plethora of books that we all have.
It could be just falling, so terminal velocity.
I was gonna say I was thinking it would be calculated like fall damage, so for every 10 feet it's 1d6 or something like that. But like you said, that would be a lot of fucking damage.
Well, but even still, falling damage
That'd
is
be
without
50
the velocity of force behind it. You're going at you're going at a force, which is you're going faster than just regular falling.
Oh, it also says the maximum falling damage is 20d6 damage or 120 points of damage.
Right, but I think they actually added on to that in Xanther's guide of falling damage. Because people are like, well, I could just fall and survive, I'm good. And I think that they came up with an alternative to fall
Xanathar's
damage.
Guide to Falling Damage.
Yep. Xanther's guide to falling damage. I think in Xanther's they actually said if it's at a higher than an X amount, then it goes to this, or you have the option to do this. Alright, is everybody back?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
I'm not here.
Back.
Alright, cool.
I haven't heard from Jordan yet.
Jordan just said hello.
I've been here, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Alright, so, Cheshire, Bin, roll for initiative.
It's a 9.
Nat 20. This is starting off peachy. This is starting
What's
off.
the initiative modifier?
Dexterity.
So I got a 22.
22, awesome. So you'll come after the drow. It'll be Vinbin. Vinbin, what'd you get?
9.
Okay.
9!
9!
I forgot my mic's on the floor because my desk ain't here yet.
You got 9, so you'll be third in line. Alright, awesome. So Vinbin, so you fall back, and as you fall back and catch yourself, you immediately see her raise her hand up, and you see this ethereal shield, green and glowing, pop up and whirl around her, and then it disappears. Let's see here. I'll do this right here. All right, Cheshire, give me a strength check, or excuse me, a strength saving throw. In this instance, you cannot use dexterity, I believe, in replace of strength.
Okay, so I just rolled a 12 then.
12, okay, and not succeed. Alright, so, as you see this explosion come out from the door, she looks over at you and she grasps her hand at you, past her dagger, and you feel this clench pick you up, and she throws you 30 feet backwards. Against the wall right here. You will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone. I'll put so there we go. And then she will come running in and get right up in your shit, Bin Bin. Alright, Cheshire, it is your turn.
Is there any way I can, no, I get up.
Okay.
And
You expend half of your movement to stand up. So if you have 30, you have now 15 feet of movement.
I have 35 feet of movement.
Okay.
So would that just be like 17 feet or something?
We'll just let you move 20 feet.
Could I move? I try to move behind her. I try to get behind her.
Okay. Yep.
And does she notice me get behind her?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This she knows you're there.
Cool. I'm gonna try to stab her with my poisoned dagger.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And that's that's a strength modifier, or what modifier is that?
Oh, dexterity, I believe.
Dexterity, cool. So I got a 21.
A 21. 21 hits.
And I believe you also do sneak attack damage because you're with. There's another person occupied in the space.
She's aware of his presence.
A sneak attack, it says that if there's another, like, since she's in front of me, I am in the space, so she is. That's what it says.
And I'm well aware of what the rule says. She is not completely squared up to you. She's off to the side because she is a battle-hardened warrior that isn't fucking stupid. She knows you're there. You do not have sneak attack.
I stab. I try. The stab is gonna be near her abdomen area.
Okay. Roll for damage.
So I rolled the 1d8 10 times because of my level, and I got 29.
I'm sorry, say again.
It's the 1d8 per level, right?
Not per level. No, it's what you're using a dagger, correct?
Yes, I'm using the dagger.
All right, so the base level dagger is 1d4.
1d4. Cool. Sweet. My bad.
No, you're good.
And it would only be the one time.
Right.
Okay,
So
cool.
let's
One
look at.
time. It got 3.
Okay. So you got
And then add your
Yep.
dexterity.
Add your dexterity to that.
Okay, plus dexterity will be 5, so it's 8.
Okay, 8 points of damage. Awesome. And then as far as your poison damage goes, I'm assuming that you're just using a regular poison. Let me see here. I believe. We will look up. We'll play this kind of by the ear. The chest here. So according to excuse me. It is. So the poison I assume that you're using, let's see here, is it's going to be an entry poison. No, we don't want that one. Where's just a regular? I'm trying to. We'll say, yeah. We'll say it's a serpent venom. So she will need to pass a Constitution saving throw of 11. She got a 12. Okay, awesome. So she passes. So it will be half damage. If you want to roll 3d6. So roll the 6-sided die 3 times, or if you have 3 of them, roll 3 of them all at once.
I got 13.
Okay, then we'll half that. We'll say that it's 7. So you did a total of 15 points of damage to her, 7 points of poisoning damage, and 8 of piercing damage. Alright, you, I believe, have a... Well, no, the bonus action would be the poisoning, and then you used all of your movement speed. Alright, so Vinbin, it is on you.
I'm gonna go get behind her so I can get sneak attack damage and stab her.
Okay. So you're going to dodge off to the side of her?
Yeah, I'm still within 5 feet, so I don't get out of her range or for reaction to hit me.
Right. She is aware of your presence, though. The sneak attack damage... Let's look at it for a second.
Is this even advantage? You don't have...
Yep, sneak attack.
If another enemy of your target... If you don't need advantage on attack, if another enemy of your target is within 5 feet, or if an enemy is occupied, don't have advantage on attack roll.
Begin at first level. You know how to strike subtly and exploit the foe's distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage. On an attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. You don't need advantage on the attack roll or if the enemy. The target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. The amount of extra damage increases as you gain level in this class, as shown in the sneak attack column in the rogue table. So, Now we need to find out what page is the dictation for sneak attack on. Do you have it readily available?
No, I don't have any of my books on me. I've been
96.
Is it 96?
Nine-
I believe
96,
it's
yes.
96. Yeah.
Ben, you should open your book to page 96 also.
I can't because I know that there's no, I was on 96. I'm looking for the actual. Hold on. Let me go to the combat tab. I believe that's going to be page 189.
Oh,
Your
my bad. I know
turn.
what you're talking about.
Moving, being prone, if your movement, dash, blah, 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 blah. Attack. Attack. Ranged attacks, melee attacks, unseen attacks. Let me see here. Attack rules. Where are you?
Maybe in the Dungeon Master's Guide because I'm on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not really saying, why would it not?
The target is in 5 feet from an ally of the rogue.
I don't know about that. That's an excerpt. That's just a smaller stipulation of a bigger of an entirety. I do know that. Why the fuck would they not have this in the attacking area? That makes zero sense.
Well, I looked in the index, and the only mention of sneak attack is on page 96. So I don't think it's
of the player's handbook.
Oh, are you looking in the DM's guide?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
fuck, that's a good.
The DM's guide as well. Let me see here. Chapter elements: creating, designing NPCs, dungeons, map bonus, unusual linking, types, random treasures, tables, rules, combat 247. I don't know why they wouldn't have had the sneak attack definitive in there unless we're just not finding it, you know. This is crit, adjusting. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, out of all the books that I have, I can't find sneak attack in the basics. It's yeah, there's no mention of an actual stipulation of sneak attack. I mean, that's a little, I think that's a little crazy.
I am looking at flanking, funny enough.
Yeah, flanking is, yeah.
So I feel like at this vantage, neither of them are flanking really. Never mind, I was looking at that weird.
Well, here's the thing. I think I remember reading something, some sort of stipulation in it that was, you know, if the sneak attack isn't a sneak attack if they're aware that you're there. Does that make sense? Like if you're actively in combat, and I can't remember where I read that at. Maybe it was in Xanthars? I don't know. But I'm not getting shit from the internet, and there's nothing in the basic player handbook or the DM's guide that defines a sneak attack. So what we're going to do is we're just going to roll with it. We're going to let the sneak attack happen. So you dance around her. She goes to turn toward you. Go ahead and do your sneak attack. I'll have to look this up a little bit more later, but I think that's absolutely ridiculous that the player's handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide does not have anything defining a sneak attack.
How about this? Can we compromise and say it does half of the sneak attack damage?
No, because the only rule is written that I'm seeing right now is that you can do a sneak attack if you're within 5 feet of the enemy. Which I find absolutely absurd and poorly.
I think this conversation came up when I was playing Judge.
That is poorly written.
It really is. But remember how I said I wanted to use a sneak attack against the guy that was fighting Matt, even though he knew I was there?
Right.
It's because just as it's written, if they're within 5 feet of one of your allies, you can quote unquote get a sneak attack, which doesn't make any sense.
But here's the thing: I remember that you were on his flank, though.
He was still facing me.
Was he?
Yeah, he was still facing me because I had just shot the guy.
But
because he was within 5 feet, I said, "Can I use a sneak attack?" Because rules is written, it says I can't.
Right.
It's just poorly. It's poorly written because it's not really a sneak attack, but.
No, it's not a sneak attack at all. Like, I mean,
especially because the dude was making eye contact with me.
Right.
But
the way I'm gonna play this, as ridiculous as this is, what I'm going to say is any sneak attack that you do, you're gonna do a feint attack beforehand. Right. So you act like you're gonna slash at her eyes, and then you quickly stab her in the stomach. Does that? I mean, I think that's, I think
makes more sense.
I think that makes more sense because that would be a sneak attack in a sense.
Yeah.
But there's literally no dictation on what a sneak attack is. It just says if you're within 5 feet. It literally says if you're just within 5 feet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're looking at you. It doesn't matter if they're fucking humping you. It doesn't matter. It's just 5 feet and it's a sneak attack. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. But we can play it off this way. I can make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say that it would only work if they're behind them, if they're within 5 feet, or if they don't see them. That's why I was going behind.
Well, rules as written dictate that they don't even have to be distracted. It just says that you can do it if you're within 5 feet of them. Which I don't well, I'll have to dive into it more because it was an extremely brief paragraph about sneak attack, and it didn't even say anything else about what you do during the sneak attack. And for some reason I'm drawing a blank on all the sneak attacks I've ever seen, If
you want, we can, after this or some other time, we could come up with a homebrew rule if you want.
No, yeah, I'll go through it. I know that I've seen it, but I just feel like there's been something more to it than just this. Anyways, yeah, so you do a sneak attack, you jump off to the side, she kind of follows you, she thinks you're gonna hit her, and then you do a sneaky stabby.
Let me roll the hit first.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Zach.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Nat 20's fine, yeah.
So that'll be 10 d6s, right?
Yep. Because you got the rapier out, right?
The rapier is a d8, the sneak attack is 5d6.
Right. Roll your damage.
And I'll just get all the dice.
Yeah, I just feel like we spent way too long on that.
37.
37?
Yes, I rolled a lot of ones.
No, oh, that's shitty. I'm sorry.
My 2d8s were both ones.
So 32 plus 37. Awesome. So as you dive off to the side, she tries to whirl around and look at you, and she thinks that you're going to try to slice her up top, and so she kind of jolts to defend, and in that moment you jab forward and you pierce her. You see the side of her flicker a little bit, and it cuts. All right.
going to say one thing is like doing the whisper storm to like Ben's like, do we want to go out and try to alert the guard, or do we want to attack her?
Awesome. Okay, so when it comes to Ben's turn, he'll be able to reply. She is going to retaliate. She's going to, let's see here. Alright, awesome. Vimmin, she's going to attack you. She has a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. A 22. And a 19.
Ultimate Jesus Christ, she has a lot of attacks.
Huh?
She has a lot of attacks. Jesus.
She's got 3 attacks. Yep. She's got 3 attacks. Alright, awesome. So this one. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Alright, so you'll take 2d10 poisoning damage.
I am going to uncanny dodge one of those attacks.
Say what?
Uncanny dodge, I can do it one reaction and half the damage.
Okay. For one attack, right?
Yeah, this is one attack.
Okay.
And then I have a question on evasion, but evasion is like a dex throw.
Yeah, evasion's a dex throw for an area of effect.
An area effect? Okay.
Yep. Like if a dragon fire or something like that. Alright, so you're going to take 16 points of poisoning damage. So for her first attack, she got 10. Let's see here. 17. Actually, let me mark this down really quick. So 17 poison damage plus 10. So we'll say that you have the first attack. We'll bring that down to a 5. And the second one is going to be 17. Or excuse me, 10. And the second, and then the third one, 9. So okay, so she did a total of, let's see here.
I think it was 47.
Yeah, 17 plus 5, because you half that, plus 10, plus 9, 41. She did a 17, 5, 10, and a 9.
I believe I should be fine. I'm at 22.
Okay, cool. Alright. And then let's see here. Yep. Alright, cool. That'll be our turn. Cheshire. It is your turn. So you see Vinbin whirl off to the side, and as she goes to deflect a high hit, he stabs her in the side really quick. And then you see her return a flurry of dagger slashes. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add her cold damage to you. My apologies.
That's okay. You don't gotta add nothing to nothing. You're good. Zach, you don't gotta trouble yourself with that. Come on.
Yeah, give me another Constitution saving throw, Vinbin, please.
18.
18. Awesome. So you pass. You'll take half damage. So that's 13. So you'll take 6 cold damage. So 5 plus 10 plus 9 plus 6. That's a total of 47 against you. Yes. Perfect. For her bonus action, she'll just kind of scream, "You all will die!" Cheshire, you see this all happening. It is your turn. You hear him whisper. What did you whisper to him, Bin Bin? During your...
If we want to run out and get the guard, we can.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you hear him say that. It is your turn, Cheshire.
I'm still close to her, right?
Yeah, you're right next to her. She's kind of squared up. Her shoulder is pointed offset. She just got done kind of fucking waylaying on Bin Bin. But she has her kind of legs spread. She's looking kind of like at both of you at the same time, just kind of at the ready. You can still do a sneak attack though, because you're within 5 feet of her, and I haven't read any other stipulations based off of what a sneak attack dictates, so we're just going to go by what it says.
Sneak attacker to death.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash behind her.
I would not dash behind her, but I would.
Okay.
I would
Okay,
move
not
behind her.
I would move behind. I would move behind.
I know.
her,
I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna stab her in the throat with my poison dagger again.
Okay, so you're gonna have
With
to
a
roll to hit.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to do the sneak attack with it too.
Okay, you can do the sneak attack. Absolutely.
My bad. I keep forgetting the modifiers. So the attack is just 1d4 plus my dexterity, correct?
Plus your
Plus
proficiency.
proficiency.
Because you're proficient in the ways of daggers. Anything that you're proficient in, anything that you know how to do well, like you're proficient with Poisoner's Kit, you're proficient with the Disguises Kit, you're proficient...
Perception checks.
Yeah, perception checks. You always add that little proficient modifier, and daggers do, yes, use the dexterity, whereas like swords and axes and hammers would use the strength modifier. So go ahead and, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so with the proficiency with my attack, my dexterity modifier will be, I got 9, I got 4, 5, 4, so 8. I got 13, and then the 5d6 with the sneak attack. Should I roll that now?
That's if you hit, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I got a 13 total with the proficiency and the attack modifier.
You also add your dex, because you're dexed in it, so you add your dex modifier and your proficiency modifier to the roll.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yep, sorry, my bad. I just worded that weird. So
Yeah.
total.
No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. So as you dash around to the side, you don't actually use the dash action. Excuse me. You whirl around to the side of her really quick, and you go to stab her. And as you do, she kind of ducks out of the way and looks back at you and says, "You're next." So you missed.
Your attack roll was less than her armor class.
Yeah.
So you didn't match or get past her AC, which is her armor class. Yep. I just kind of word it in a way that is a little bit more dramatic than missing. You have a bonus action, good sir. And since you only expended about 5 feet of movement, you can also have 30 movement feet if you like. Know that if you try to move away, she will have an attack of opportunity against you.
Mm,
You also do have disengage as a bonus action, because if you're a rogue.
And disengage means that they cannot hit you if you try to move away.
And as a
Okay.
rogue, you do have that as a bonus action.
all right. So yeah, I'm gonna disengage and move
Okay.
back.
Okay. How many
I'm
blocks
gonna
are you
move-
moving?
I'm gonna try to move diagonal to the corner near the guard.
So we'll move in block format. So it's kind of like, so
Two.
if I move you down here, it'll be 5 feet. If I move you right
Okay.
here, it'll be kind of 5 feet. Okay.
Okay, so move me about. Sorry, I got shitty sighting. About 4. Yeah, about right there.
Okay. Are you just trying to get to the door?
Yes, I'm gonna try to warn the guard.
Okay. So you can probably get about right there. So.
Oh, as I'm moving, I just whisper, I'm gonna go get the guard into the listening stone.
Awesome. All right, so we'll go back, starting with Keaton.
Pretty sure my momentum just carries me straight into him at this point. So
Okay. So, as you're falling,
falling with style.
falling with style.
Infinity and beyond.
Right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, Ragnar. He's come within range.
It's going to hit.
25.
20.
Yeah, that's almost twice my AC.
Yep. So you hit. So as you see him barreling toward you, you're like, all right, and then you throw your fucking, or you go, all right. You throw your hammer up.
I know you can fly, little man.
You throw your hammer up, and it meets, and it hits him with impact. Go ahead and roll your damage, and you can double that.
So 11 points of radiant damage doubled to 22. So why don't you just take half of 11, which is a quarter.
You just healed
So
him.
With radiant damage?
Yep. He has
Of
full
that many
fucking.
points?
Yes, he's in angelic mode. That's full fucking health, plus a shield.
Because I hit him with radiant damage. That's only a little bit of radiant damage.
How do you think that he got to full capacity, and got up there? It's because you hit him with radiant damage to begin with.
Oh, he only got hit with 2 points.
I know, but any point, did you not read his character profile thing?
No.
Yeah, so anytime they're hit with radiant damage, they get an AC of +5 stacked up into 5 times, and they also get a +6 to damage. That caps out at +6.
Okay, well...
So now you
Fuck,
just see
alright.
him in a whirling wind of fucking fire. I'm just joking, dude. Go ahead and roll your damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, really?
This goddamn thing, because I knew you were fucking with him. I was like,
Well, I was thinking, what's going on?
Yeah. What's
I
going-
really missed that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I have...
I fucking wish.
11 points of radiant damage, you said.
Correct.
Right.
So that 11 points, but that's doubled. That's not doubled yet, but he gets it quartered. So I guess half of regular damage would be
5 or 6.
equivalent to that being quartered. I mean, since it's to the player, that would be 5 points of damage. So you take 5 points of radiant damage.
It's 5v5,
then-
or it's PvP, excuse me.
Okay. So 24 points of bludgeoning damage. So you take 48 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy shit.
As I'm flying towards you at fucking 30 miles an hour.
Well, I
And you
imagine
just-
my hammer.
You have, for context, you have fully stopped my approach by throwing your hammer.
Can I catch him? I want to drop my hammer and shield.
If he reduces to 0, he comes back with one point.
Well, I know,
Okay.
but Ragnar will drop his weapons to catch his friend.
Okay.
Do I?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not stopping you.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm fucking, I'd be unconscious, dude. You just caved my fucking face in.
So yeah, so you throw your hammer up, and this this raging ball of light dims as the impact smashes into his face, and you see it retract up into the air for like 2-3 feet, and then start falling, spiraling out of control. The angel wings dissipate and sparkle off into the air, and you see him reeling towards the ground. Give me a strength check.
24.
Okay. Cool. So, um, you know,
I have a plan, so bear with me while this happens.
okay. So
I don't think I have
minus
much of a choice.
15. Okay, so he's let's take a look. So let's see here. All right, cool. So you catch him. He falls down, and he lands. And as you catch him, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me or Matt?
Matt.
Okay.
Okay, good. 18.
18? Alright, cool. I was looking for 18. That's good. You will take half damage of 25. So we'll just say that you take about, you'll take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Half that, you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You stagger a bit as he slams into your body, but you do catch him.
Cool. Very good. So I have Bellator in my arms.
Yep.
He's still alive, I'm guessing.
Yep, he has 1 hit point.
I set him up on his feet. I dust him off.
He falls down.
I look him dead. Well, I put him on his knees then. Like, I make sure he's upright a little bit. His legs still work. I'm hoping.
He just got hit in the fucking face with a hammer, flying down at you. There's nothing about him that works. He's very delirious. What are you trying to do?
Oh, okay.
If you're looking to demean him, make it quick.
This is always gonna. I'm gonna use my second attack to punch him in the dick.
What?
Disrespect. I was gonna say after you set me up on my knees, I was gonna nod at you and take it on the chin, but you're gonna punch me in the dick.
So you flip him up.
Is he kicking me in the dick?
When he grabs you, he holds you. Boom! You land in his chest, and you're fading in and out. And he tells you, my friend, and then he sets you upright for a moment like a post right before you go to collapse. And then he gets down and punches you in the dick when you're in mid-fall. What? So you kill Bellator with a dick punch.
Yes, just because it's funny. I'm sorry. I thought you'd appreciate it.
You feel this immense pain go through your groin that you've never felt before, being an angel in the celestial realm. But down here on the physical plane, as you were falling back, you feel this immense pain shoot up into your heart. And then you fall over. Everything turns black, and you fall over. And as you hit the ground, you feel this rush of energy lift you back up. You're at full health, and you guys see the training stone glow a greenish aqua, and the aura surrounds you, and you gasp for air as you are brought back to life.
Oh, fuck.
Prone on the ground.
With a dick punch? Really?
I'm sorry.
I thought we were friends.
We are. That's why I did it. Because you're my friend.
Is that what you humans and you fucking terrestrial creatures do? You dick punch your friends?
I would have punched Rolo in the dick too, if that counts.
So the answer is yes, you dick punch your terrestrial friends. Got it. I'll
But
keep that in mind.
and you know what, Bellator? Emphasis on the word friends. I wouldn't punch a bad guy in the dick. I would destroy it with the hammer.
For future reference, hit them in the dick. It's effective. I'll just curl up in a ball on the ground.
But now you looked cool, at least.
Next time I do that, I'm taking you with me and I'm throwing you at whatever we're falling at.
That's cool.
So
I'll take half damage.
Exactly.
No, I'll throw the hammer from that high. Or, we could do that meteor hammer.
The meteor hammer. All right.
Yeah, you didn't hear that idea yet.
Now you guys will have to spit it to me. Karawessa, 'tis your turn.
All right. I am going to basically use the high ground advantage to just attack LT, just swinging at her head.
Okay, well, LT's not fighting you, so that'll be weird, but you can do that.
Not
Right on. She's like, hey, what the fuck? No, alright, awesome. So you're going to use the high ground. She is 10 feet below you. But if you spend a key point, you could attempt to punch in the air and hit, I believe, and try to reach out with your fangs of the fire snake.
I could do that,
Yes.
or I could be a little jerk and firebolt her.
You could firebolt her, or you could water whip her
Firebolt
again
her.
and knock her ass off the thing prone. It's up to you.
I'm gonna firebolt her.
Alright, roll to hit.
$19.
19 hits.
All right. Got a 6, a 4, and an 8.
Awesome, 18, perfect. So, these firebolts come out and you throw them at her and she boom, 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 and it hits her and they puff up with flames. It seems like flames hitting stone and she shields herself briefly, but you could tell that there's some cinders about her. She kind of brushes it off the best she can as she hangs on the side of the statue, and she just kind of smiles at you and nods. You have a bonus action and movement. What would you like to do, Libby?
This is my bonus action just to get to the top of the statue to swing up it high, and then I want to prepare once as she's climbing up to try to swing at her.
That would be a ready action.
Okay. I'll just get to the top of the statue for now.
Okay. So you climb up to the top of the statue. You're pretty much right there, so I'm not going to have you do a strength check or anything. LT kind of calls out to you. That's exactly what I was going to say, too. LT kind of calls out to you, and she's like, hold your ground. Stay at the ready. So that she was trying to scream that at the same time that you were fighting Gorilla, as if she was trying to insinuate for you to keep your ground, ready in action, and once Gorilla made her move, then you could boom, 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 hit her, and so on and so forth. But Gorilla's turn. She's going to strength check. Yeah, she gets up there. So she gets up to you. She's going to land right next to you. She kind of hops up. She's going to try to attack with 23. That hits. And she's going to do a key flurry of blows. That one's going to be a 16 matches, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that one doesn't hit. Oh, and then she got a nat 1. Okay, cool. So she hits 8. So she's gonna punch you up first. When she gets down there, she's gonna throw a fist at. She hits you for 9 hit points, and then she's going to swing at you again. You dodge it barely, and she kind of tugs and rips kind of the seams on some of your clothing, and then she goes to hit again, and she loses her balance. Go ahead and roll to attack.
That is a non-natural 20.
Perfect. That hits. Roll for damage. Now she swings and she misses. You send out a high kick straight to her head.
That's an 8.
8. Boom. Alright. So as you kick her head when she's off balance, roll Constitution. Nope, she's not succeeding. She falls off. As she flips backwards and falls down, she hits the statue, taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And then she goes to bounce off the rest of it, and then you see her slowly kind of float down. And you see her use kind of that feather fall floating. And she looks back up at you. And she kind of grits her teeth a little bit. Alright, back at... Alright, you guys. She's going to go again. It's her turn. She's going to attack Vin Bin again.
What happened to my go?
Huh?
What happened to my go? Because she went, then Cheshire went, and then I didn't go, and then now she's attacking me again.
Oh, is that... No, I thought you jumped around her and attacked. Oh, you're right.
I did. Then she went, and then Cheshire went. They never had me go again.
That's right. Go ahead and go. Yeah, go ahead and go.
I'm bonus action disengaging, then dashing to try to get to the door as fast as I can.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
25, so it's 50 total because I dashed and also disengaged.
So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right. Awesome. Now it is her turn. Alright, so she sees you dashing away, and she growls, "You little coward!" And I'm going to need you to make, let's see here, a strength check.
Nine.
She got, okay.
I got a nat 20.
You don't need, strength check's not for you.
Okay, cool. My bad.
Alright, so you feel yourself restrained as you're trying to run away. She picks you up. 5, 10, 20, 25. And she slams you into the side of the wall. You're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. For a total of 52 against you. What's your...
I'm down.
You're dead?
My total health is 73. It doesn't kill me, but I'm down. If it's 53, I'm at 16.
Yeah, it's 52 total.
I'm just down.
Okay, so you're prone.
No.
How much
I
health do you have total?
I have 16 health total, so I'm making death saves because it doesn't exceed my max.
Okay. Right. So your total health is what?
73.
Okay. So She only has hit you for 52 points. So why are you making death saves?
Because she hit me 52 that round, right?
No, total. He's
No,
just
total, bro. Total.
That's where the
Total.
misunderstanding is. The total you have against you is that much, not the total from that hit.
No, yeah.
I thought you meant that hit. That's my bad.
No. That's why. Yeah, that's why I
That
said.
would be fucking terrifying.
No.
Jesus.
That's why I said you have 52 total against you, like everything, and you are prone. And now it is Cheshire. It is your turn. I'll be honest. I'm
So-
surprised. Like you guys aren't freaking out over your speaking stones, being like, "Get the fuck up here." You know, it's.
I was about to do that.
Yeah, I
to be
think
honest
that'd be a
with you.
good idea.
So as I'm running to the door, I'm not yelling loud, but like I'm talking loud so they can
I think
hear
at this
me
point
over
it
the
doesn't matter
phone.
if you're yelling. She knows you're there.
Okay.
You guys are actively in combat. Come on, guys.
Sweet. I'm yelling into the stone, telling them to get the fuck over here as I'm running to the door to get the guard.
Okay. And you're using your movement action? Or you're using your movement? Are you doing a dash action or are you just using your movement? I don't think
I'm
you need
just
a
using my
I
I'm just
don't
using my
think you need a
movement.
dash.
No,
Okay.
I'm just
Alright. It'll take an action, open up the door. You're screaming. What do you say to him?
I'd say we're getting our asses kicked over here, guys. We need fucking help.
So you guys, in the middle of your ball hitting and your face kicking off of statues, you don't hear it, Carewessa, my bad. Between you two, Bellator and Matt Ragnar, you guys hear this blatant ass kicking going on, and then you hear you hear Cheshire being like, "You guys need to get the fuck up here!" Like, because
Can I
Oh,
pull out the
shit.
book and send a message to Captain Poe?
yeah. If he wrote
I'm gonna
it,
say-
of course.
I'm gonna tell Captain Poe to get his guards to the King's chambers immediately, like to
In
get
that time-
everything he can.
Okay.
In the time he's doing that, I'm yelling to Carawessa, we gotta get to the throne room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna release Onion, scoop up Bellator, and we're gonna start riding towards the throne.
Okay.
And Bellator, I'm assuming you've got your spells back. When we get close enough, I'll put Onion away and you just dimension dual rust into the throne room.
Got it.
Alright, that's it. We're on our way.
Awesome.
I say that into the stone that we're on our way.
All right, Cheshire. So you open up the door. You yell at the guard to get in here.
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
awesome. And then you got a little bit of movement left. I think you got like 10 feet, 10, 15
I
feet.
start making my way back to the bathroom area.
All right, cool. He'll come in next. Vinbin, your turn. You are prone.
Stand up, of course, disengage, and dash towards the bathroom.
Okay. All right, so you're 20 in. What are you doing in here?
I am going down the fucking goddamn fucking toilet.
Which shitter?
I don't give a fuck. The closest one.
Well, you know that the first two, remember when you were searching, you know that the first two got used the most. So those were all greasy and slimy, the last two not so much. If it doesn't matter to you, you can go down the first or the second one or the third one or the fourth one. It doesn't matter to me. Because you use the dash action, you can reach all of them.
If I can reach all of them, I'll go into the third one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Cheshire, I was like, I'm fucked up right now. Stall till they get here. I'm gonna run right now because I'm almost dead.
Alright, so you go down the shitter. Give me...
I'm gonna do that like slide where like you slow descend like we.
Yeah.
side
I was
of it.
going to say give me an acrobatics check. It's not slimy, it's not slippery, it's not icky.
That's a 19 plus 13, very high.
Okay, cool, yeah. So, how far are you going down, though, is a better question as well. So you can brace yourself, But how far are you going down?
Is there only one fucking exit, or is there multiple like stops?
There's multiple stops, but the way it's set up is so that it all goes down one big ass shaft, right? But the shitter kind of goes back past the second one, hits a banked wall that would make it slide down farther, and then at the bottom of that banked wall, you can look up and see another shitter. Does that make sense? And this happens about 3 times.
I'm gonna go to the second one in.
Okay, you're gonna drop down to the 3rd floor, and then from the 3rd floor, you're gonna get to the 2nd floor, and you're gonna stop at that shitter.
Yes.
Okay, this one's a little bit more shitty and slippery, so before you drop down onto that bankment wall, I'm gonna say you stop right before you hit that bank wall, and you're kind of looking down, and you can kind of see that it's been used.
Okay, I'm still gonna climb through.
Okay. So give me an acrobatics check to try to get up and through. So it's about a 10-foot jump up top.
I rolled a 19 again, so it was 19 plus 13.
Awesome. So you jump off of the banked wall, you hit the side of the wall and jump up and burst through the top of the hole of the toilet, and you go to crawl out. And as you look, you see a couple of cheeks coming your way.
I yell, "Get the fuck out of the way, little shit!"
A startled Gif trips over his pants and falls off to the side.
Like, I'm sorry, but
You
I
jump out of
fucking
the
hurt.
you jump out of the hole. He's like, "Oh my god!" And you can hear there's kind of a disarray outside. You can kind of hear Gif yelling, and you think you hear Captain Poe, his voice booming through, echoing through the palace. "All hands on deck to the royal chambers!" And
Yeah, no, that man said. It's like, that man said, "I need your help up there."
the Gif is struggling to put his pants back on, still in shock by seeing a halfling pop out of the fucking toilet. Alright. So Cheshire, you moved back. Awesome. It's her turn. She goes running in to the toilet. You can hear her chasing after Vinbin. Awesome. And that's where we're going to leave off, guys.
Super fucking cool, dude. Super fucking cool.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So the chase is on.
All hands on deck.
Yeah. I would make a suggestion though, Vinbin. I would kind of tell people where you're heading and what you're doing. Especially since she was so adamant about coming at you sideways and stuff like that. So I definitely utilize those stones a little bit. Like, hey, like, guys, we fucking need you to stop doing what you're doing and get the fuck up here. Because this isn't like just some whatever. But yeah, so I
do that just right now is like, I don't think I had enough. The time I was like, I already told Cheshire and everyone heard me, like, get to fucking safety, and while I run,
yeah.
and I would just like saw the GIF, I'm like, let's go, we got this, and then I would tell them afterwards. That's pretty much what my plan was.
Yeah.
After I
So you guys heard this happening. As he's falling down, you hear over the comms, over the speaking stones, he tells Cheshire, "I can't, I'm really fucked up," and then you hear some clunking, and you hear some hopping and some scraping, and it's kind of muffled in the background. So you guys hear these things kind of happening, since he was talking during his escape. But yeah, we'll stop there, guys, and we'll pick up.
Super cool, dude. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to?
Yeah, dude.
Do you guys want to play next weekend, or do you guys want to have the off weekend?
That's up to you guys.
Well, let me know. Let me know what you guys got going on. If we can.
I won't know if I work until like Monday or Tuesday.
Okay. Well, let us know.
All right.
Other than that, I'll just assume that we're gonna have an off weekend, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Cool.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Hell yes.
All right.